All right. How's everyone doing today? Make sure everything's set up because things don't seem to be connecting the right way. But I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Um, so let's see. Let's see how many people are on here. All right, we got the 24-hour live stream going on, but then my main channel. Good morning, Matt Gray. How you doing? We got 46 people here already. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We got 9 likes. Make sure you guys hit the like button as soon as you guys get in here because things are crazy yesterday. I mean, the fact that we see all of this running, yesterday, and then we see, you know, some more green, not just in AMC, but obviously some more green in other positions as the after hours market hits. Um, it's just crazy. All crypto that was making moves, right? Uh, um, crypto.com or CRO went to a higher level. Yesterday was definitely exciting. Everything was exciting. Let's see. Good morning, Matt. Good morning slash afternoon. What do you think about ADA or XRP? XRP for me is like a swing tradable position. It's not really something that I consider long term. ADA is definitely something that has a strong possibility of a lot of growth, as well as a high staking percentage that you can get in various places. Looking at being able to stake it on Coinbase, that's what I was waiting for, is to be able to stake it on Coinbase, and it took them until like just recently until they added it, and that upsets me because I sold my ADA to buy other positions that I saw some growth in, which is great. I've already seen the growth, but yeah, let's talk about what the devs are dropping tomorrow for SHIB. I may be in the dark with that. What are they dropping tomorrow with SHIB? I may be completely in the dark. 'Cause I don't see. Let's see. Let's see if I see something trending. I don't know. I don't see anything trending, and I didn't see any announcements in the Discord group. Maybe I just didn't get the notification. See, the world is full of things more powerful than us. But if you know, how to catch a ride, you can go places. Stay tuned for March 30th. Wolf. Um, so interesting. It seems like they have a picture of the map, um, a world map, and then March 30th. I guess it's going to hit worldwide type of thing. But I'm not sure, bro. It's a good day. They added more SHIB in circulation. Let's look at SHIB. And they might have not added more SHIB to circulation. It's people that unstake it. So where are you getting this information from that they added more SHIB to circulation? Was it from Shiba Burn? We're getting all this information. I don't know where you're getting it from. Let's see, circulating. So another one trillion. So we're now looking at 550 trillion. That's because things are getting unstaked. When things get unstaked, that's where you start seeing it added to circulation. Everything is added to circulation. It's just when it's staked, it's taken out of circulation, if that makes sense. When's the next burn token? Next burn off, and how often do they burn these billion coins? So burning all depends on the volume, and SHIB burn is definitely something that they're looking to burn off daily. It's a coin that they're looking to burn Shiba Inu daily. However, they need the volume, and if you have the volume in and out, people that are holding it, people that are selling it, people that are gaining things, and taking profits, whatever they want to do, all of that movement ends up getting taxed to where you can see um, a nice burn of Shiba Inu. So they're looking to do that burn, and it's supposed to be happening daily, but with the lack of volume, it's going to happen more sparingly until you see the higher volume. Now, I'm not 100% sure as to everything there. I haven't talked to them in a little bit. I haven't talked to them in probably like 3 days. Uh, but yeah, I think they were trying to let the 1 billion settle in and see all of the other burns that come up as well as figure out a way to implement this daily. When it comes to the burns. So hot for CRO right now. Can't go wrong with the cards and upgrades. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what they would be dropping. Yeah, I mean, is it something that people are going to be excited about, like this burn portal? Is that what we're looking for? The Shibverse? I don't know about that. I tried to buy rubles, but my bank wouldn't let me. Uber? You think they're going to have something to do with Uber? Or Lyft? You think Lyft is going to accept Shiba Inu or some sort of? That's a good point. It could be something like that. It could be. You never really know. You never really know. Let me open up the screen for you guys to show you guys what's going on. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay. So I was just looking at the circulating supply of 550 trillion. So someone said they added to the circulating supply. They just took some that was out of the stakes percentage and added that to the circulating supply. You can see here over the last 24 hours, you had 13.4, 13.5 million coins that were burned. The map emoji is key. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be key. I only have 2K CRO coins, but I would love to get 10K for when it hits $100. Yeah, I mean, I currently have I can't even remember now. It's got to be above 20K. It's got to be above 20K coins, which is like $10,000 or so, or $11,000. I just added another 1,500 recently from transferring my Gate.io money over there, and I'm actually sending that over to the DeFi wallet. I had to wait a little bit because I just added the DeFi wallet yesterday. Um, well, I had the DeFi wallet. I linked it yesterday between my crypto.com account. So it's going to take me a while to be able to send it, probably somewhere around 24 hours, and then I can make that move. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. Go back to the markets, see how the markets are running. We are going to look at AMC as well. We're going to break down what's going on with AMC. I did have a video breaking down what we were seeing yesterday, and I had to admit, like I'm not a person that likes to toot my own horn, right? But I'll tell you this: I was definitely right by saying that February would be a slightly positive month, and March would follow with something a lot more aggressive. And that's exactly what happened because we saw that bounce off of the 200 EMA, and the indicators don't lie. The indicators do not lie. Yes, we did see it fall below the 200 EMA, but it did get back up to it, quickly after. And then in that next month, you saw it bounce off of the 200 EMA and increase up to the levels to where we saw a 15 moving average spot or a touch point. And I said if we break that 15 moving average, we would see it probably resist somewhere around 30. So literally everything that I said went absolutely true. And it just looked amazing. I mean, it's something so simple, and you didn't need as aggressive as a technical analysis breakdown because it's something so simple that I see and anybody should see and just go, okay, the 200 EMA is definitely a significant line. Any thoughts on fun? Not right now. Eventually, I personally think they unveil the official date for or the name. If I mean, every time they have some sort of like crazy announcement for Shib, it's never anything like it's never as hype as what they make it, right? They make it crazy hype, like, oh, get ready for this date, and they have like a whole video that they create, and it's just not as hype or not as entertaining or not as interesting as we thought it would be. Doing calls on AMC. I'm not doing any calls on AMC right now. Um, I just have my AMC shares and I'm taking it as it is. Wow, nice setup. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna make it, Matthew. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I noticed my Coinbase is higher than it's ever been. What do you think about ZOM? So ZOM hasn't been going the way that I thought we would have seen it go, especially with AMC, make a move. I was looking at HYMC. ZOM hasn't been going the way that I thought it should have gone, right? It was slightly positive, even though it was down the whole entire day by like 2% or 3%. But we're seeing the after hours market down as well. This is another position that's not heavily shorted, like held in shorts, but it is a position that they are jabbing at. So basically, they're shorting over 50%, 60% every single day, and they're constantly jabbing at the people that are holding it just to be able to nudge them out of getting out of this position, because people are going to say, all right, you know what, AMC and GME are running, but what's going on with ZOM? You see SOS that's making a move. What's going on with ZOM? ZOM is still getting shorted. Is that what's happening, or is it just dead? And that's what people are going to question. They're going to get inside their own head. When you get inside your own head, it's not good at all. So for me, I still like where ZOM is. And again, comfortable with losing everything that's in there. I don't want to, because that's definitely a decent sized amount of money. And we can easily see that get back up to the cost basis. So that's why I'm still holding it. Or to my cost basis, and that's why I'm still holding it. But yeah, I do believe in where this can go, just looking over a longer, period of time. Just even getting up to, this level of, 70, 72 would be, a little bit above my cost basis, and definitely show some growth potential, and, being able to gain thousands of dollars. However, I do see the level of the 200 EMA being a hard resistance point, somewhere around that dollar point, that I can basically sell some of my position, if not all of it, and then basically put more in at the bottom, because I do see it resisting off of these levels after jumping. But I can see it skyrocket. I can tell you that. I definitely see this hitting some of these lows and skyrocketing up to some of these higher levels. So I'm bullish on it. I understand how it looks insanely bearish, but I'm bullish on it. So if we wanted to look at, let's check out SOS. SOS is up by 2.4%. I want to see that make a larger move, because again, that was obviously way back in 2017 up to 128, but we're not looking there. We're really understanding what's going on here and where this is being shorted and where this can actually get to, in a short period of time. And I think up to that level, I do have some $1 call options for SOS, but that's for a year from now. So I have a lot of time for this to play out. And they're $1 call options. It's currently at 82 cents. I needed to get up to about $1.50 in order to start profiting out of it, which I think we can definitely see. Is there a way to set a price to sell on Coinbase Pro? So if the crypto goes up when you're sleeping, you won't have to worry. Not that I know of. There's no like stop loss or profit taking moment. Like, it's not like an exchange. Like, if you do it on Webull, like say if you're buying ApeCoin or you're buying CRO on Webull, you can set that up, because that's the way the exchange is built. However, I don't believe there's anything on Coinbase Pro that you can do that with, which I'm upset about, because I would love to be able to have that, because there's a lot of times where Farmcoin, I would like to set up my 30 to get sold, or 15 to get sold at $200 or whatever. You have 2,700 Loopring and it's booming. It's booming right now. Let's go back and check it. It's definitely making some moves. Look at Compound. This is another position that I talked about, how this is definitely making moves from the place that I invested in that, which is around $120 and increasing to 145. I will take that. But yes, Loopring is definitely making a move. I have 1,375 over here. And then I also have some in my Loopring account over here. I want to make sure I can connect my wallet. Let me connect my wallet first over here, see if to enter anything. Go to Ethereum and connect wallet. Now let's see the wallet. Let's unlock the wallet, unlock the assets. So yeah, I invested $357, basically half in half in Ethereum, half in Loopring, and now it's at $412. So we're definitely making some moves. APY was set at like 28, so this is definitely increasing in value with obviously Ethereum and Loopring increasing in price, not only with the 20% APY, but this pool is definitely increasing in value. So whenever I decide to withdraw it, I obviously have more, and I'm investing on the Loopring platform. I do want to invest in some NFTs, but I haven't had a chance to really look into a lot of NFTs, and I haven't dabbled in NFTs yet. So eventually I'll get into it. Guys, we have 136 people here. If you could hit the like button, I would appreciate it. Also, 43 people on the Let It Burn channel, at which we burn off Shiba Inu, as much Shiba Inu as possible. So, yeah, definitely go and subscribe to the Let It Burn channel. We're almost to 13,000 subscribers over there, and we're burning off as much Shiba Inu as possible. I figured out that I think I'm going to have to, on the Let It Burn channel, is I'm going to share every video that I post. I'm going to post 2 videos a day and share every video on my main channel that I post about Shiba Inu over there. And maybe it'll get somewhere around 2,000, 3,000 views. And if we get 3,000 views per video, I would love to get 10,000, but 3,000 views per video, that will equal a lot of money per day that we end up generating, plus the 24-hour live stream. So we should have well over 100, if not like $200 per day that we end up gaining. So it should be about $6,000 that we have in revenue. So $3,000 will be burned off, and that will be a large jump from where we were at 1,400. Yeah, I heard that the whole wellies was BS. John Richmond will make a difference on advertising campaign during the launch show, but we do really need Shibarium shivers, and yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. We need the burn portal. I'll tell you that. We need something related to burns in order to see things really run. In my opinion, I mean, we're seeing a $2.15 trillion market cap, which I'm loving. I'm loving that we're seeing that. What are your thoughts on the LRC run? I mean, it's expected. I mean, you see AMC, and then you see HYMC run as well. The partnership, the agreement, the what they're building there is definitely running together, as well as GME running with LRC. If GME is running, LRC should be running, just because the partnership is there. You understand that it is there, and you understand when GME does make huge moves like it was. And let's scroll down here and see where GME is. It's currently down about 4%, and AMC is down about 5%, down to about 27. But with these two running, or you could see the partnerships within those run as well. So AMC or GME getting up to 189, and AMC getting up to 30. You're gonna see HYMC move up 19% in the pre-market and 81% yesterday, as well as seeing Loopring make a move from let's see, where's Loopring? Let me scroll up because I know my head's in the way. $1.31. It's up 11%. So I'm definitely hype, and hopefully we can see a continuation of this. Krillcoin, I mean, I'm excited that that's below $1 again. I understand that the growth was very, very great. It was something where it grew by 100+%, and a lot of times it doesn't hold those percentages when it grows too fast. That's just how it goes. You're the only YouTuber that shows the receipts on. The only one that doesn't sell out to shitcoins. You buy what you believe in, which causes me to trust you. Trust what you say. You keep it real. Thank you for saying that, Giovanni. Thank you. I appreciate that, because that's what I try and do. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of coins that reach out to me, and they're like, hey, I want to partner with you. And I'm like, I can't do that, because I feel like I would be shortchanging all of the people that I'm working with now, whether it's Zelda Inu or it's Shiba Burn token. Like I'm working with them because I believe in their project, and I don't want to shortchange them in the amount of stuff that I'm providing. Like if I do a video one day on this token, and then do a video on this token, then do a video on this token, it's like you forgot what I initially did a video on, and then the next video you forgot what I did that video on. It's just like it's just a revolving cycle of forgetting things, because there's too many that you're being a part of. yes, I'm trying to grow my brand, and I'm grateful that you guys are here with me, helping me grow. But I want to grow on transparency and, obviously seeing a lot of things that I do believe in. So thank you for saying that. I think an LRC will hit $4 by marketplace launch. Yeah, that could be possible. What are your thoughts on Workhorse? I've been adding and holding shares, and I want to make sure I'm on the right path. So I haven't looked into it in a while. I mean, I haven't looked into Workhorse in a while, but I know as we see it at some of these lows, we know that it has a lot of potential for growth, especially as we're looking at the period in time where everything was really blowing up and how this has been coming down, and now we're starting to see this come back to like the 200 EMA, find its way back up from these lows here, from this low of $2.50, increasing up to where it is now, $4.43. It was up 2% yesterday and slightly down today, down about 1%. And I think as we look at how this is growing or how this can grow, we're looking for different touch points up to $18. I would probably look for a touch point first, up to about $10, just because you're looking at different resistance points. So there's going to be a resistance somewhere around that $5 mark, the 200 EMA, and a resistance somewhere around that $10 mark, the 15 moving average for everything there. So yes, you've seen that large growth, but can you predict that we're going to see more of that large growth? I know that was probably because of a lot of shorts that we're going through as well. So most people are trying to find the next best thing to move into, and there's a ton of them. Whether you have Bed Bath and Beyond, whether you still have Zomedica, whether you have SOS or GME and AMC, Workhorse, all of these positions that have heavily shorted positions, you can definitely see some growth in. And I would most people are looking at this as like, when are we going to see the next thing to absolutely blow up? Well, blowing up could mean anything, right? If you compare it to crypto, I mean, crypto, you're seeing, 10x's everywhere. For the stock market, it's great to be able to have those 3x's and sometimes 2x's. And just getting that gives you so much more. So like especially if you have options plays. So yes, you want to be able to turn your money into 2x, like say if you have 2,000, turn it into 4,000. But then if you also invest into some options plays, you can literally add on money every dollar that goes up. So a doubling right here, you would be adding on $4, or maybe even I guess $4.50. So yeah, I think it has obviously a ton of potential and growth potential ahead of it as you look at the history on the chart. We have 160 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. What are your thoughts on? I read that. Let's see. I skipped some. A good NFT to get right now is Grandpa Ape Country Club. Is that a good? What's the cost on it? Because I mean, I obviously a lot of NFTs now are like expensive. They're basically one Ethereum, and I don't want to pay one Ethereum. I want to pay like less than $300 for an NFT, which is usually you're not getting like crazy valuable NFTs if you're paying like less than $200 for it, or less than $300. How long are you staying in LRC? Um, how long am I staying in LRC? That's a good question. That's a good question. I haven't actually looked into all the detail of how long I'm staying in it, but a lot of times I don't sell everything. So when I buy a position and I sell, it's a different form of selling where most people will be like, when are you getting in? When are you getting out? Well, it's not as clear cut as that, right? When I'm getting in, it's multiple points. I see lows, I'm going to buy at some of these lows. I see highs, maybe I'll even buy at some of the, or close to some of the highs, depending on what I see in the future. So when I look at something like LRC, or I look at anything that I'm holding, I'm going to get to the point to where, yes, it gets up to $4. Do I make a move? Probably. I sell a portion of it. I'm selling, 300 of those coins. 300 of those coins is not the whole 1,300 that I have. It's 1,000, well, I'll sell 375, right, and leave 1,000 in there. And then as it does grow even more, I'll sell some more. If it comes back, I'll invest more at the bottom. So I'll basically take that money that I gained and invest it at the bottom again. So it's not about just selling all of it at one point. I try and sell at multiple levels. I put in a meme $81. It's around 130 now. It's not a lot, but a start. Yeah, that's all you need is a start. That's really all you need. Just understand that I started with $500. No, what was it? $100 into Dogecoin. Sorry. $100 into Dogecoin. I turned that into 500, right? In cryptocurrency, right? I started with $100, turned it into 500. Took 300 of that and threw it into Ethereum. Then turned that Ethereum, it went from 300 to about 400 plus. I took a portion of that, put it into, I think, ADA or something. So I kept moving different pieces and started diversifying. And I wanted a floor, I set a ground floor of about $100. So everything that I invested into, I had to have more than $100. So I continued to invest into a lot of these positions, and I ended up growing my crypto portfolio. And yes, I did add more actual money and not growth to my crypto portfolio, but ended up turning that $100 with additional money to about $45,000 right now, because I have about 30,000 over here. I have about 17,000 in my crypto.com platform. Yeah, and I think I have a lot in different wallets, so I have a lot more than 45,000. But the other money that I have is in like MetaMask and different wallets, and it's split across. So I would just say 45,000 in the active exchanges that I'm currently using. That makes sense. Just came out of a nice swing trade on Loopring. First time picking up this token. We'll definitely be adding this to the list of swings. That's amazing. What was the percentage on that swing trade? And maybe the percentage doesn't matter. What was the dollar figure? Exactly why I buy stocks when crypto and NFT is such easy money. Yeah. Crypto and NFTs are, well, I haven't dabbled in NFTs, but crypto is definitely more easy money than stocks, because like crypto is 24/7, right? It can be manipulated, but it's not something where people will not have liquidity, right? I can trade at any time of the day. I can basically look at it at 4 in the morning and still have the same liquidity that I had as someone that was trading at 12 o'clock p.m., right? So I love crypto for that. Did you find out about that? Crypto, that person super chatted 49.99 yesterday. Yeah, it was it was an NFT, or it was NFT project, and then the cryptocurrency. But I want to get into some NFTs. I understand having these coins that are backing NFT projects and everything, and it sounds interesting, but I figure I have one of those right now, and I'm not going to make any huge moves into those. I would love to have an NFT, but I'm not going to spend one Ethereum for one of those NFTs or any NFT out there. I'm just not at that level yet to where I can justify one Ethereum for one NFT if I'm not understanding everything about it, do you know? Had a chance to look at Shinja. Yeah, I've looked at Shinja a while back. It has some popularity to it, but I don't see a crazy amount of. I see good growth potential, but without the extended popularity, I feel like you're not going to see as much growth as people want, right? I want to hear more about it. Like if I hear 7 people come out and say, "Oh, you know what? Check out Shinja in this live stream with 170 people, 170 watchers, 170 viewers." That's where you start understanding the popularity could be high. When I checked into ApeCoin, the reason why I checked into ApeCoin was because there were, I don't know, it must have been like 25 people out of 200 that showed up, And that's a high percentage compared to what people normally say. And I'm not saying that one person comes here and just say, hey, go check out Shinja, check out Shinja, check out Shinja. I'm talking about different people bring it up in different conversation starters, I guess. I had a grandpa ape. I bought it for $700 a month back and recently sold it for 2 Ethereum. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Almost $5,000 profit on one NFT. Definitely work at least. Yeah, I would love to get into NFTs. I wish Zombie Inu didn't have Inu in its name. People won't take it seriously. Yeah, I know, but it's to a point to where they were trying to, and anything that does have Inu in the back of their name, it's really about tying itself to a previous like meme to create an ecosystem. It's just like what Shiba Inu did, but the point is that they didn't say like Doge. Like anything that attached themselves to like Doge with like that type of meme didn't really blow up. But Shiba Inu was the Dogecoin killer, so it was just attached in a way, but it wasn't attached by name. So that's where the difference maker is. You don't attach it by name, but you attach it by something else, something underlying. Um, Seriously hope that ApeCoin can continue their bull run soon. Yeah, I would agree. I bought 50. I would have liked to have 100, but I did see that they were going to make some sort of a run after a bounce. I love seeing crypto look bullish again. Typically, NFTs are moving while crypto slows down, and vice versa. Get into DeFi, Shibtoro at 5 million market cap. I got into Loopring back in November. I'm still down with Loopring. You didn't dollar cost average down? Check out Shinja. Shibtoro has upside potential. I aped into ApeCoin and Dogelon Mars last week. Yeah, I had to get out of Dogelon Mars because that was in Gate.io, so I had to take that out. Oh yeah, man, you can check my wallet for the proof if you want. Was my biggest NFT sale yet. Yeah, that's amazing. That's absolutely fantastic. I don't need proof right now. I would obviously like to check it for if I wanted to create videos about something like that. Yes, I would need proof, but I believe you. And I would love to get into NFTs, and it just takes time. Matt, what do you think about VVS Finance, VVS DeFi wallet offering 49%? I don't like it. So I'll tell you the reason why. VVS Finance is something that has a low supply, right? And what they did recently, and I don't know where they're going right now, but VVS Finance has a 13% supply where they add on maybe billions of that supply, if not trillions of that supply, as time goes on. Right, this is only 13%, which most likely out of the total supply, you're looking at 40.9, which I don't know with the max supply what that deal is and everything. Because a lot of times when you have things that are burned off or something, you would have this adjusted to match the total supply. However, if everything's not introduced into or minted yet, then you'll see the total supply at a lower amount than the max supply. But what you're looking at is 13% of the max supply. This can be introduced anytime soon or anytime they want. And this is why they offer such a high percentage, in my opinion. I mean, this is my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that it's a scam in any way. I'm just saying that these prices could get lower rather than getting higher. So offering this high percentage of what, 49%, it was 66% not too long ago. And the price hasn't been increasing a lot. It has increased today, and you saw some movement as the markets were going up. But the price hasn't been increasing throughout this last like month or so. You could see this decrease down to here, and you could see this price coming from a level, I guess, a 17th, and seeing that increase now and more on a bull run now, which is definitely good. And investing at this point and being able to gain that APY is definitely a good way of going. But then once you see it get back up to some of these levels, that's where it starts getting pretty dicey. So the reason why I don't like it is because you have the percentage of 49%, but then you also have the ability to dilute the position by a hell of a lot more. So you're going to gain that percentage over a long period of time, but who knows what VVS Finance will do. And if you look at the fully diluted market cap right now, you're looking at a $2.8 billion market cap, which if it's not valued at that level, in your opinion, then it will be diluted heavily. With them adding coins at one point, you could see that things shifted. So you look at this price and how things have been dropping down, right? Things have been falling down from basically the last year. So whenever this was launched in November of 2021, dropping down and falling down. But you expect to see the same thing with the market cap. You expect to see this drop down with the market cap. It's like, oh, you know what? Price is decreasing, market cap decreases. However, you're seeing the exact opposite. As the price is dropping down, the market cap is increasing because they're adding supply. That's the issue that I have with VVS Finance. I don't think it's a scam in any way because obviously crypto.com is paying a percentage on their website. And then you're also getting a high percentage on the DeFi wallet. But it's just to make up for the adding of supply, right? If the market cap is going up and the price is going down, that means that they're adding supply to circulation. We have 186 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're not subscribed. Is it better to stake on CDC or use CDC DeFi wallet? So it depends what you're staking. So I would say you want to be able to capture all the benefits from the cards that you get. So you want to stake as much as you can to get one of the cards over on crypto.com. However, if you're not staking more than $4,000, it's kind of not worth it in my opinion, because yes, you're getting 2% CRO back, but you can get 2% on any credit card that you have, and then you can just buy CRO if you wanted to. But if you're not staking more than $4,000 on crypto.com, then it makes no sense for you to even do anything on crypto.com. I would just say go over to, now if you want to get into the ecosystem, I guess that does help. And also if you want to open the door for other higher percentage rates when it comes to staking, then it makes sense. But I would say gain your 12% that you have over in the DeFi wallet, and go from there. So if you're staking $4,000, let's say you stake a total of $8,000 or $10,000, right? You take $4,000. It looks like Shiba Inu is running right now. You take $4,000 and you stake it in crypto.com to get maybe the Jade Green or the whatever the blue card is, Royal Blue or something like that, Indigo card. And basically, when you get that, you're going to get 3% CRO rewards on everything that you spend, which is definitely a good benefit, as well as getting a 10% staking percentage on your CRO. Also, you can get the referral if you came from my referral link in the description if you want to check that out. I might just add it to the chat. But then you take the next $6,000 and you put that over into the DeFi wallet so that you can gain that 12%. And then once you reach to a level where you're like, all right, I have enough for the 40,000 card. So now you're going to go into the 40,000 card to where you can get, it's still probably going to, it's going to be 10%, I believe, or it's 12%. I don't really know the adjusted percentages. Not off the top of my head. But you get like 10 to 12%, but then you're also getting 5% CR rewards on every single purchase that you make. And on the $40,000 that you have there, you're going to make $4,000 per year, plus whatever you have left, you can stake over in the DeFi wallet if you want. That's my plan, is to do it that way. Is the SHIB resistance at 0.00003? Yes, that's exactly where it is. How do you get out of a small position? I have Piccolo Inu, like $45, and a few like I can convert it to cost much. So I guess I'm stuck with them. Please advise. So a lot of times you'll have crypto dust that you can't get out of. If that's the case, I know crypto.com does a great way of dealing with this. They convert your crypto dust to CRO. Which is really, really good. There's a lot of other platforms, like platforms that I have now where I have like $5 in there, and $5 can go a long way depending on what you're investing in. Like if I take that $5 and throw it into CRO, and in 10 years that CRO is now worth, um, I don't know, $400 per coin. Well, if it's $400 per coin and I bought $5 worth, which right now would get me 10, well now like I would have $4,000, right? Is that accurate? So I think it's definitely something that could be valuable, and it sucks that it stays in there. But I don't know. I don't know how to do it in like just regular accounts. If they don't offer any type of crypto dust conversion, then I don't know. NFT space is a whole different animal, to be honest. But uh, the financial gains, uh, it's hard to keep up with though. Yeah, I wish you can be able to track a lot of these NFTs that you get in like one wallet rather than multiple wallets. Like I want to be able to use just the um, uh, Loopring wallet as a form of NFTs, which technically connects to my MetaMask wallet. So I need some guidance on NFTs. Yeah, I need some as well. MetaMask is my favorite Ethereum wallet. Works great for me. What I use to buy and sell my NFTs. Market pumps like crazy, and all my crypto is stacked in DeFi and crypto apps. 3 month terms. Oh well, that's good. I mean, it's always good to see certain positions that have long term potential. That's the ones that I stake. The other ones, I will probably stake on a flexible term, right? You'll never see me stake something like right now. If I wanted to stake my compound, I think I can stake compound over in crypto.com. I'm not 100% sure, but let's check what you can earn. So if we go over here, I have a couple of positions that I could stake for flexible terms. Flexible terms will get me about 1%. So if I decided to make some moves in Litecoin, it would make sense for me to move my Litecoin over to crypto.com, because then I can take my crypto.com um, uh, and stake it for 1% here. And 1% could get me something decent, right? Throughout that long period of time, if I knew that I was able to do this, I could have staked it a flexible rate at 1% and gained a decent amount as we're going along. And 1% of about $1,000 is not crazy, but it can definitely make up for what's going on here, like the difference maker of it decreasing. And then as time goes on, you end up gaining another LRC compound 1%. I could stake that if I wanted to at a flexible rate. Dogecoin, I could do that. So there's so many opportunities to do that short term at a flexible rate without having to worry about staking it for 3 months. And that's what's going to happen for me is I'm going to take my probably a certain portion of it. Let's say I can move my 15 million over to crypto.com and stake it for 1% at a flexible term, whatever the flexible term is, and then I could just hop out whenever I want to. I believe that's the case with the flexible terms. So yeah, that's what I'm looking to do, and I probably will end up doing that um, as time goes on. Avalanche at 2% flexible. So anything that's flexible that I have would work. So I can basically take, let's see, one. I don't have Cosmos anymore. Two, I can get OMG, and that can be flexible. Two, um, let's see, three, Compound. Four, Dogecoin. Five, Shiba Inu. So yeah, I can take all of those at a flexible term and just run with those, especially like something like Polygon too. 8%. Might want to take that. All right, so we got 190 people here, guys. Continue to hit that like button on the main channel. Also, we upgraded membership to Fire membership. Malcolm, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. We have 80 people on the Let It Burn channel. Thank you guys for watching. How are people getting through? What's the messages that are happening? Mr. Noob, I don't hate you. I'm just not reviewing the questions over on the Let It Burn channel. I'm talking, but I'm streaming on the Matthew Perry channel. If you want uh, your questions answered, I try to go back and forth, but there's a lot of questions that come up on my main channel, so I have to answer those questions. What's the potential for HYMC? There's a lot of potential for HYMC. Um, However, the chart doesn't show me much because this partnership is new, so it's not really telling me a lot. But there's a lot of potential for where HYMC can go, and it's more speculation than anything. So, uh, GHC is suspended. Could be a rug pull. I noticed that. I went into so let me bring up my gate.io. I wanted to show you guys because I went in there and it told me that the price was ridiculous, but then it was like it didn't allow me to sell my position. And I currently have like I think $50 in there. So yeah, I have $26 in Galaxy Heroes coin. And that's about, let's see, 2.1 billion coins in Galaxy Heroes coin. And let's see, let's bring this up. And I tried to go to trade. I tried to go to spot trading and trade all of this because I traded everything out of Gate.io besides this Galaxy Heroes coin, and I tried to get out, and it kind of interested me because when I was looking through it, I was like, all right, well, let me take this and let me trade it for USDT. You take whatever this is and trade it for USDT, right? And it was telling me that this is how much USDT I would receive if I sold it right now. But it won't let me go through because if I receive that much USDT, I mean, I'm making so much money. Because it says it's currently at uh, $47,920 in price, but it won't let me sell it. Yeah, it won't let me sell it at all. Because when I go through, let me go ahead and put in this fun password. Because every time I go and sell it, it just tells me failed. The reason is GHC to USDT has been disabled. So I press it again, comes up right here. Been disabled. But that would be a hell of a lot of money. Just imagine if they had a way to make that mistake and I was able to capture that much money from there. Yeah, I mean, do I need to invest in crypto anymore? Yeah, of course I would, because that would be this would be 554 million, 655 trillion, 102 quadrillion dollars. Are you kidding me? You can't stake CRO on Coinbase. Yes, you're right. Will Smith, Max, Chris Rock, token. Oh, I've heard of that. I don't know why I've heard of it. Will Smith, Max, Chris Rock, and that's the meme token. On the video I watched last night, it said something about selling your Avon position. If you had a couple of billion right now, would you sell it? And what was the purpose of selling it? Avon? What are we talking about? I watched last night selling something about wait, sold something about selling your Avon position. I don't know what you're talking about here. All you need to do is stack some H bar, and you'll be straight. Where's the best place to stake BTC? So there's a so right now I think you get 6.5% on crypto.com if you have more than $40,000 invested at a 3-month term. You can stake BTC for 6%. And that's not horrible. I don't think it's the best, but I like crypto.com, so I would use it to stake my BTC. If I had BTC, I don't have BTC. Well, yeah, I don't because I traded the amount that I had in Coinbase because they gave me like a free 80 or something. But yeah, that's where you can stake it. You can stake Cosmos for 7% over here, which is definitely something that I see as a huge positive. I don't have Cosmos anymore. I don't know what price Cosmos is at. Let's see. Let's go to here and let's look up Cosmos. So it's currently at $30, which is not a horrible price. Not. Um, and I think this can go a lot higher. I think $45 is usually the area where it resists from pretty hard. So that's what I would look for there. And if you can gain 7%, I would take it. Sorry, guys. You're staking Cosmos for 15% APY on Trust Wallet. That probably won't last for long, but it is good that you're staking it for 15% for however long you're staking it. Um, is that is Cosmos a Ethereum? No, it's a BNB back, so it's not going to be that expensive to send it. I was going to say, if you're sending it to wallets, it could be expensive, especially if it's Ethereum token, but it's a uh, uh, Binance token, so it's not that expensive. Guys, if you want to know the analytics, we just hit 13,000 subscribers on the Let It Burn channel. Thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, for viewing. Remember, this channel that we have here, all the revenue that we're showing, everything goes towards burning off Shiba Inu. So if you're a big fan of Shiba Inu, go and subscribe to the Let It Burn channel. Just type in Let It Burn on YouTube. Right now we're live, so we have a 24-hour live stream that we do every single day. And through the weekends we just let it run. We restart it every morning so that we have a brand new live stream, and fresh faces that come into the stream. And we take all the revenue that we can and we put it towards burning Shiba Inu. So how much revenue we've made so far in a matter of about 2 months? We made $5,743.66, and I think that's without putting all of the effort that we can into it. Because we could make 2 videos every day. It's very tough because I look at there's other people that make videos on little things like, oh, this is absolutely amazing that we burned off this many coins, and they only talk about that one article and go for 5 minutes. Obviously, I like to give you as much information as possible, and I don't like to talk about the whole entire article or read the whole article to you. I'll give you the points, bits and pieces to it, the important pieces. But yeah, if you guys want to go in, right now we're getting about 73 views, so that's good. But yeah, definitely, and that's probably because of the live that we're seeing here. But yeah, go over here, subscribe to the Let It Burn channel, and join the fun because we're burning off all of the revenue that we have here, well, all of the profits that we gain from it, as well as gaining all the members. So if you guys are members, let's go to monetization. If you guys are members, we have 287 members at $558. So we do not need to, if we had a crazy amount of members, we wouldn't need to create a crazy amount of videos, even though I still would, because it creates that extra revenue on top of it that we can burn off Shiba Inu with. But that's the idea, is to burn off as much as we can. We have 558 members, and we have $3,000 in revenue. There are other burn channels that are out there, and I would love to be able to help them with growing, not just their brand, but also the amount of views that they get on their videos so that we can burn off more Shiba Inu, right? And also get more traction to their store. I don't sell any merch, but we can also get traction to their store if we wanted to. So if anybody has any burn channels out there that they want me to help, and they ask me for help, I can help them. I can walk them through how I gain this much when it comes to analytics, and I think we can gain about $6,000 in revenue if we really took it seriously. Because if we look at the revenue here, we're off and on. Right? Some days are 30, some days are 50. If we can get days that are around 200 average, that would be $6,000 worth of revenue in the month. So a lot of them have been low, maybe around the 60, 70. Some days have been over $100. But we'll see how this all plays out. We might end up generating around $3,000 for this month, which is about $200 more than what we generated for last month. So that's good. But I want to generate way more. So 3,000, 10,000, 20,000. That's what I want to be able to generate for this channel and for the burns, right? That's what it's all for. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I have about 1,200 coins looking to get 2K before it exploded? Or what are you talking about? Loopring or CRO or what? Be right back. Time for coffee. You said in the video last night you sold your Elon, Dogelon Mars. Is it okay to keep it or just to sell it to change positions? So I sold mine completely and converted it to CRO and just transferred the CRO over to my crypto.com platform, and I'm going to be staking that at 12% over my DeFi wallet. But I only had a very small amount. I only had about $50 worth, and the reason being is because I think it could be something big, but it's not something that's a given, right? I didn't invest a crazy amount because I didn't think it was a given where you have so many people, so much of a backing behind it, that you're going to see this increase. I thought it was going to be something to where people see it, for what it is, and then they go, okay, the dev team goes, okay, let's make this more aggressive because Shiba Inu's not doing what they want when it comes to burns, so Elon will do what they want. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking. Some of these meme coins are going to take it to the aggressive approach and burn off a lot of coins. And when they do, that's when you're going to see things absolutely skyrocket. Yeah, I have Ruby right now. Oh, you're talking about CRO. I have Ruby right now, looking to move into the next one before the end of the year, putting in some OT. Understand that when you move cards, there is a $50 fee that you're charged for moving cards. So make sure you try and, if you're going to move cards, it's going to take, a matter of months for you to move cards. Because I just moved a card. I moved from the Ruby or from the Midnight Blue up to the Jade Green, and it cost me $50 to do so. Now $50 out of the 4,000, I mean, it's a small amount, so it's not something that's crazy, but it's still like it's still something. It's still money because that can go towards more CRO that you have. And just imagine if that CRO goes to a level of $400 in the future. Well, now you're obviously out of a lot of money. Trenton, thank you for that $5 super sticker. You laughing at me? What did I do? What are you laughing at me for? You think CRO can surpass BNB? It depends what they do. If they burn off coins, right? If they burn off a crazy amount, it definitely can make that move. But you need to burn off. I would say, it's a little ridiculous for people to always think that you need to burn off 90% of the supply in order to get to certain levels. But I wouldn't say that crypto.com can't do it, right? Because CRO has already burned off 76% of their supply. Can they burn off 99% of the supply? Yes, I think they can, right? If they get down to a level to where they burn it off to 1 billion or burn it off to 300 million, yes, you can see that get to higher and higher levels. For my crypto potential spreadsheet, I did a video on CRO to $100 and broke this down, right? If they brought the max supply down to 300 million, which is possible, right? You can look at a level to where you start to see $120 billion market cap, a $90 billion market cap at $300. Now, is that surpassing BNB? No. Will they continue to burn off coins? It's possible. So I wouldn't say that it's completely impossible that it won't surpass BNB because things have moved at an aggressive pace in other cases. So I definitely think it can happen, but I would probably look for, some of these numbers before we start diving into a lot of these numbers. Before we start diving into 500, let's worry about all of these numbers playing out, maybe to $50 or $100 or something. But seeing that level of 200, 300, 400, 500 is just is kind of insane. So let's just change this back to 25, right? So 25 billion, and we're looking at a 90-cent mark at $22.5 billion market cap. Matt, you need a CRO channel. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that CRO is already burning off an aggressive amount. I probably do need some sort of CRO channel. That's probably not a bad option. But I would also need another computer in order to burn bring up like OBS studios and run that as well, because I would do it. I would do it. If it was easy and I could create a thing there, I would definitely do it. But I love making CRO videos on my main channel because obviously I need to be paid in a way. I can't just make um, you know, separate channels for everything and then not make money to pay my bills because I need to do that. And yes, I can make money from investing, but I just keep putting the money that I make from investing back into investing. Uh, just because it makes sense to do that and it's better with not spending money. The only thing is that when it comes tax season, it's like, what am I doing here? Do you have a link to that spreadsheet? I don't have a link to this spreadsheet. This is my crypto potential spreadsheet where I have a lot of different things here, but I don't have a link to this spreadsheet. I've never made this public. One, because it's not 100% finished. I always like my spreadsheets to be like finished and things, will have like a burn rate or a supply increase, especially with like Dogecoin. I think that was the first one that I created about this was Dogecoin and adding on the supply per year, bringing in this to increase and seeing what the potential is and where this can actually get to at a higher market cap. And the point of doing that was to see how much supply was being added per year and how long this is sustainable for, right? So let's see. I do have to find a way to let's actually look at the stock market because we haven't looked at the stock market in a while. Uh, Sorry about that. Oh, let's see. Where's my thing? There we go. Let's bring this up so it stays up. That's not it. All right. So, stock market. Workhorse. Workhorse is down by 1%. ApeCoin is actually up by 2%, but I think that's flowing on a different, it's not like a 24-hour break off. I think it's by like 8 o'clock. So, you know what I mean? Like updated from the previous 8 o'clock mark, if that makes sense, rather than looking at it a rolling 24 hours, because they've never done a rolling 24 hours in Weeble. So it's always a different story. Let's see, any big movers here? Hopefully we see SOS is slightly up 1.2%. AMC is making or did make a positive move. How much volume are we seeing right now? Volume less than 1 million. So this is probably not going to be the biggest day. And we're seeing 82,000 in volume for GME. Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of volume today. Is this going to be a continuation of that bull run, or is this going to be something where we start seeing a pullback? Because the thing that I was calling out that I said I was right about was this right here. The month of March, I knew that February was going to have an increased month. I knew that we were going to see something slightly green or more of a spinning top or, indecision candlestick, right? And increasing to this level, I didn't expect this right away. I thought we would see it probably resist off of there. And we did actually see it resist quick off of 26, but then it suddenly started to increase past 26 very quickly, getting up to the level of I think the high yesterday was about 29.73. So, um, I mean, I bought an arena like it was. They bought an arena like it was no problem. Does it seem too far fetched? I don't think it does. Are you able to do an AMA? What about doing an AMA with Shib Toro? Well, I don't know about Shib Toro, and I join AMAs all the time, but I don't. I only stream the AMAs like the Shiba AMAs or Shiba Burn AMAs or even the Zelda Inu AMAs. Right? I only will stream those. I only will make a video off of what happens there. How about news that CRO will be sponsored at FIFA World Cup? Is that true? I did hear that, and that's great news. I don't know if that truly helps out as many people to buy into the position of crypto.com. I just want to see Shiba Inu break that 3,000 mark. It's currently, getting up to 2830 and pushing up to hopefully 29, and I hope it'll pass 30 or 3,000. Bro, please speak more about Shiba Burn token. Yeah, I haven't talked to them in a while, but I don't know why I keep going back and forth with this. I keep going back to the home screen because I always take it away. Let's go to bring this up and make sure we keep this up. So, if we go to Twitter, right? If you guys want to get Shiba Burn, because Shiba Burn does burn off a lot of tokens, right? They burned off 1 billion tokens in the last burn, in the burn party that we had. And they also burned off a total of 1.3 billion, right? 1.3 billion is a lot. It's not a crazy amount to where it's going to make a huge impact, but it is a lot. Now, if we want to burn off more tokens, we need to be able to create the volume, because the amount of volume matters to how much tokens we burn off. If they have $2 million in volume, we can burn off an average of 3 billion tokens per day. It can get more and more aggressive as more volume is coming through. So if we go over to Twitter and you go to Shiba Burn token, or Shiba Burn ERC20, right? You're gonna see that apparently they do have an AMA going on the 31st that I did not know about because I haven't really checked out Twitter. So I will set a reminder. But yeah, they basically they burn off Shiba Inu, and that's not the only thing that they do, right? They also create a long-term investment within that position by giving you reflections and giving you growth, right? So if you go into shibaburn.info, you're going to see on the website that they made the biggest burn in history, which I think will be broken fast, and I hope it does, because we want to see aggressive burns. So that's not something where I'm like, oh, hold on to that 1 billion spot. No, let's continue to increase the amount that we're burning day after day after day, after month after month after month, right? We want to be able to burn 1 trillion in one instance. If they can get to a point to where they build up a level to where they can burn off 1 trillion coins in one instance, I would love seeing it, right? If they're burning off billions per day and they burn off 1 trillion in a matter of a month, I would love seeing it. So currently, if you want to go down here and get Shiba Burn, you just go on the website, go into buy Shiba Burn. You'll get it on Uniswap. They're looking to add more exchanges, but you just need volume in order to add the exchanges. So you're not going to see that yet. They do have how many holders? 495 holders right now with 1,041 transfers. I want to see how much volume or revenue that they're doing. I do want to check that out. But if we scroll down here and we go down to the white paper, right? The white paper here is going to tell you everything about Shiba Burn token. Right? Basically, that their whole mindset behind it is to decimate the supply of Shiba Inu, is to burn off as much Shiba Inu as possible. And that's what I'm looking to do as well. And the way they do that is by a 13% buy and sell, which may sound a little bit steep, right? But 5% goes towards burning off Shiba Inu, 2% goes towards reflections towards everybody that's investing into the position or holding the position, 3% into liquidity, which you would imagine as time goes on, you won't really need to establish a lot of liquidity, and a portion of that can go towards marketing, and maybe a bigger portion of that can go towards the burn. So instead of seeing a 5% burn, you're now looking at a 7% burn, and instead of 3% marketing, you're looking at a 4% in marketing. So you can be able to grow this token to something bigger, add staking as time goes on, add volume, and hopefully this ends up turning into something big, because I don't think the devs are going to do anything related to burns. I think they're going to do something very small by adding this burn portal with very low volume when it comes to Uniswap, Shiba Swap volume, which is less than $1 million out of their billions of dollars worth of volume. So, I would imagine it's going to increase. It's probably going to double. So you'll see $2 million worth of volume, but that's not enough to burn off the Shiba Inu that we need to burn off, right? We need to see, the total amount of volume get taxed at a 1% rate to burn off Shiba Inu. If I'm sure that everybody will be open. Everybody besides the devs maybe are open to a 1% tax to burn off Shiba Inu, right? I'm open to it. I know you guys are open to it. If you want to see exactly how much that will burn, I definitely can break that down in a video on the Let It Burn channel later today, which I'll write up a thing for. Let's see. How much would the current volume, can't type fast, I'm sorry, burn? That's going to be one video. I like to jot down my videos so I remember. Perfect. All right, so we have 208 people here, 208 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. So yeah, I mean, they're definitely doing something big, and they have an AMA, not tomorrow, but the 31st, that I will be a part of, and we'll see if there are any questions that people have with the position. We gained over 100 holders in the last month, which is definitely good. It's something that's just starting out, and if you want to get into a position that's just starting out, this is one of them, in my opinion, right? I have about 2 trillion tokens, which seems like it is a lot, but it's not a lot at all. I'm literally on like the 4th page when it comes to investors. I'm trying to invest more into it because I do believe in it. So um, this is something that we could see a massive amount burn off as long as we, support it in a big way. But let's see where they are on CoinMarketCap first. Let's get out of this. Yeah, let's see where they are on CoinMarketCap. So let's go over here and scroll up and see if I have it up. No, that's Shiba Inu. See if we have Shiba Burn. See how many people are following Shiba Burn. So there's 3,052 people that are watching or they're on their watch list. So I'm excited to see what this can be whenever they do get tracked and whenever they go on other exchanges as well. YouTube will sometimes purge accounts. They think they aren't real, always making sure to interact with this channel and commenting and liking so the algo knows you're actively engaging with the channel. You're talking about why is YouTube removing subs? Wait, you weren't subbed or? Yeah, sometimes they do that, I believe. Like if you're not engaging with the channel, I think you're right. I haven't seen it often because I have some people that haven't watched my videos in a while. Welcome to all the peeps coming. Thank you for watching, for being here. Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. Matt, salute to the chat. Yes, everything is well. Thank you for being here. Smash the like button. Consider joining the channel. Channel membership's 99 cents. I would prefer you join the channel memberships over on the Let It Burn channel because then you can contribute to the burns, even though that doesn't make you a member of this channel. When we do members only, you're not going to be able to get that information. Ow. Thoughts on GMT Green Metaverse token? I've heard of it a little bit. I haven't dove into it though at all. Dollar cost averaging, diversifying. Let's see. GMT? I don't see anything on it. I don't see anything on it. Is it not? Yeah, I don't see anything on it. All right. What do we got going on today? Any type of large movement, right? Let's see. Currently my account is still up. And the reason why it's up is I think Compound is definitely making a big move. And also OMG is getting up to some of these levels of higher fives, getting closer to 6, as well as I believe Compound, or not Compound, Quant is up to 150. ApeCoin is back down to 14. Suku is up to 34. That's good to see. Because I invested at 32, I believe. I want to say 32. And Now it's back up to 34, so it's above my cost basis. I love seeing that. Polymath up to 51 cents. That's a big point. I like Polymath. I can't remember everything that or why I invested in it totally, because I haven't checked it out in a while. But I think it was the low circulating supply. Yes, you're looking at a 1 billion in total supply, where the supply in circulation is 898 million. So you're seeing it currently at 50 cents, and I think Polymath could be something that's a lot bigger with only a billion supply. I think, yes, they were adding, um, even though you're seeing that increase over the last 7 days, right? Over the last like month or 3 months, you could see that fluctuate. And it's probably because I thought they were adding some supply as you were looking at 3 months. Let's look at the last year. Market cap versus price. So yes, adding some supply. Yeah, adding some supply there. But everything looks pretty decent. So this is a position that I hold that's at 50 cents, and I think it could go a lot higher with a 1 billion total supply. So we're going to see where that goes. I currently hold 2,000 of it, and I'm looking for that to push to somewhere around $3 to $4. And the reason being is because, I mean, you have a low total supply, and you have some popularity behind it. A lot of markets, especially, Coinbase, but you're seeing it on 48 markets that's available on, with a lot of volume going through Coinbase and Binance. Also, another position that I'm very bullish on that I wanted to talk about, and I'm probably going to make a video on today, is Zelda Inu. The reason why I'm bullish on Zelda Inu, and I've talked about Zelda Inu a lot in the past, is because they have, one, some transparent devs. Like I love dealing with them. They haven't done any like Twitter Space AMAs, which I'm excited if they can do something like that. But I really love what they're doing with this. Just the whole idea behind it, by helping dogs that are in need, right? By funding the rescues who save them, right? Or who house them. It's amazing to be able to see that. I love the Polymath logo. Yeah, it's a bull. Um, but yeah, I do like what Zelda Inu is doing in a big way, and they have some big things planned, and I can't wait to see everything that takes place here. I've created a number of videos on this project, and love everything that they're doing. When it comes to the 42% that you gain over in L Bank, when it comes to the BUSD rewards that you gain, whether you hold in MetaMask or Trust Wallet or things like that, right? It's just giving you so much potential for gains. And currently, I believe they're around 3 cents, and I think they can grow a lot further than that, especially looking at how much they have in circulating supply. Now, it is another Inu that some people, may get tired of, but Zelda Inu has grown by 13% today. It's up to over that 3.5 mark, or that hump that it's been kind of hovering at, and now you're starting to see it increase. Uh, I believe that they were going to do a burn, and I don't know if this was related to that, if they did that burn, but we have seen it increase and jump up to where now it's holding at some of these levels up in the high 3 cent mark, right? Um, and with 600 million total supply, and burning off 90 something million, right? If we go to the total amount here, burning off 97 million, basically looking at only a 500 million supply, you're definitely seeing something that can increase a lot more to the higher, cents, or even dollars, right? That's what I'm looking for. You said you're bullish on Zelda Inu on my payday. I'm always bullish on Zelda Inu since I started talking about it. Ethereum 2.0 coming out. Well, good. Like, let it come out. CRO has given me the same joy as Shiba. Both of them are great positions. I'm not gonna lie. I think Shiba Inu just gives so many people uh, so much potential to grow their investment, but people are sleeping on CRO. They really are. DSEO looking fire. Please check it out while it's $56. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and check this out. Decentralized social. It's currently at $57.26. You're looking at 82% of supply, which is really good. You're only seeing 10 million, 10.8 million that's out there in total supply, 8.8 million that's out in circulating supply. You're only looking at a $507 million market cap, which I mean starts to get higher. But let's look at the history. Well, actually, let's go back here. Let's look at the history of the price and look at total year. You're going to see it at a high of $200 before decreasing in value here, all the way down to some of these lows of about $30 before increasing, I guess, to a high of about $82 before decreasing down to a level of $57. Now, if we look at the market cap, so that's where I start to wonder is where well, one, you don't have an adjustment period here, so you don't know exactly what the market cap is here. I was going to say that they were probably adding supply throughout this whole time, and I would imagine that was the case. They were adding the supply throughout this whole time, and now we're down to a price to where it is actually reasonable, at some of these levels, especially with 82% of the supply out there. Now, I don't know how often they add supply. That's something I would worry about, but you are seeing this up 1,660% in the last 24 hours in volume, which is really, really good. Now, is it because they were added on another exchange? Were they added on Coinbase just recently? Because it seems like a lot of the volume is coming from Coinbase, right? And I would imagine a lot of the volume would come from Coinbase. Let's go and check Coinbase and see if they were just added to Coinbase, because that's what it seems like. You're seeing 24 hours worth of volume that happened within this position, and the main reason is probably because it was just added. So let me go to trade. I think that's where I'll get it. New coins that were added. ApeCoin 12 days ago. So yeah, I don't see that was added a while ago. Let me see if it has anything here. So it'll tell me the typical hold time. Typical hold time, 7 days. Was it added 7 days ago or something? I don't know. But we are seeing a large increase in the amount of Coinbase volume in this position. And I don't know why. But it does look interesting. I mean, with 82% of the volume or the supply that's out there, it shows so much potential. It's at 58% in the last 24 hours. I just invested in ADA, Jasmine Coin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and GMT. Any thoughts? ADA, I think, is a long-term position. It's really, really good. I hope that's like, I don't know what Jasmine Coin is. I know what Jasmine Coin is. That's at a low point, which could be good. It just depends on what the supply or how much supply is out there. Ethereum, yes, long-term position. Bitcoin, long-term position. I have no idea what GMT is. Thank you for the update. Review on Zelda Inu, Matt. And yes, the movement. Yes, the movement is insane right now. But we will see some really, really good things happening with Zelda Inu coming soon. It's going to be really good. But let me play an ad on both channels real quick. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about Zelda. I'm going to be making another review sometime soon, probably the next day, just talking about Zelda Inu and some things, not some things coming. I'm not going to really talk about that or bring that out, but I will, kind of hint to it. It's great to see, growth in the position or, just progression, I guess, movement in their ecosystem, which is really good. Seems like it's time for Harvest Finance to run to 200. Yes, it is. In the coming days will be insane. Yes. Does Trust Wallet and MetaMask both support Binance NFTs? I'm not sure. I think they should. MetaMask should support it. I don't know about Trust Wallet. I know MetaMask should support it, right? Ethereum Classic could be a good play. Ethereum 2 might happen soon. I keep reading that they can do nothing in the app. Tells me they can. Ethereum Classic is a good shout. Keep a lookout on. Yeah, I was in Ethereum Classic for quite some time, and it just wasn't really going my way. I'll tell you what, I lost a little bit of money on that position. Especially since the first time I invested at $120. I saw it as a pullback, but then increased. Um, uh, but I invested again at a level of like $40, or it might have been $50, and it just recently has increased up to some higher levels. I think it's ETH. No, it's ETC. ETC. There it is. It's currently at $51, so it surpassed my second buy-in cost basis. But my total cost basis was around $60+. I can definitely see that obviously increasing. The way that it's been moving for the past week or so, this has been pretty interesting. Seeing that jump from a level of 42 all the way up to a level of 50. So yeah, I have NFTs I bought on a Binance project, and there uh, was an NFT tab on MetaMask. That's good. I want to dabble into NFTs. I haven't gone into NFTs that much. Um, I went to NFT tab on MetaMask and added NFT contract address via import. Picked up Dot, ADA, and Matic. Got some good gains. That's great. That is great. All in Desos gain. Yeah, I mean, thank you for that $2 super chat. But yeah, that would be good if you actually saw those gains. I mean, it looks decent. It looked decent. How does it know which wallet to send the NFTs to? So it's all based on the chain that it's sent by. So if you go into MetaMask, like if you go into MetaMask, what's crazy is you don't have to select a specific wallet. Like you just select this address. It's all the same address, and whatever exchange or whatever network it's sent from, that's what network it will be attached to. So from what I understand, because I have multiple chains here, and I just send it to that address, and it automatically sends it to Avalanche or Binance or Cronos or Ethereum or whatever it is. Um, Dozlon Mars, have fun crying yourself to sleep. For me, like because I sold it because you pushed the import button. You said wallet. Waiting for the what is that review? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. But guys, definitely go and check out Zelda Inu if you want to check it out. I recommend. So in my last video, I talked about the I talked about L Bank. And the 42% and gaining a certain amount in L Bank. Understand that I think there is a transfer tax. So if you transfer it uh, from MetaMask over to an exchange, you're going to have a transfer tax that comes out and goes back to Zelda as a form of, taxes to like marketing and other stuff. I'm not 100% sure where it goes to, but there's basically a tax there. So it's better to buy it on L Bank if you wanted to stake it on L Bank for 42% and take advantage of, whatever you can gain there. NFT, same as the token, really import the, okay. Do you know how to get out of a position? Do I know how to get out of a position? Out of a, like, you buying a position? You just sell it to USDC or USD coin or USD, I mean. So if you're on like, let's say Coinbase Pro, you go over to trade and you literally just sell, and it sends it to USD, and then you just send the USD back to your wallet or back to your bank. Very simple. Uh, just downloaded L Bank. Yeah, I go on L Bank. I go on the website, so I don't have the app. If there's an app, I don't have the app. Maybe I should get it so I could check my gains there. NFTs have more FOMO to me than utility. Don't get me wrong. I want some. I would agree with you. I would agree with you. A lot of people have a ton of fear missing out, especially on like Ape, the Bored Ape NFTs, and CryptoPunk NFTs, and all of these that are making make people hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Like you see an NFT that sells for $500 million, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? That someone's selling a pixelated picture for uh, $500 million. Do you expect Zelda Inu to reach a dollar, almost like Dogecoin market cap? Then, so if Zelda Inu reaches a dollar, let's go to my spreadsheet. So if Zelda Inu reaches a dollar, scroll down, scroll down. Zelda Inu reaches $1, you're looking at a $500 million market cap. That is not Dogecoin market cap levels, because there's only 505 million supply, which apparently, I think I might be mixing coins together. I think somebody's gonna do a burn. I don't know who. It might be Zelda Inu. It might be. Let's check this out. So yes, Zelda Inu is gonna do another burn party. Coming soon, and that's going to be big because then it's going to burn off some of that 505 million supply, maybe get it below 500 million. But if you're looking at the total amount there, which actually, let me bring that up so I can keep it up and then bring up this. Um, so $1 would be a 505 million supply. A $1 billion supply would be a $2 price point, which I think it can get to. It's just it needs obviously support to increase that price. And I think it definitely can get there once you start seeing the things that they're implementing and how transparent they are. And when they do a lot of AMAs, when they start to do these AMAs on Twitter, I'm guaranteeing that a lot of people from of um, outside of just their close like connections, will be interested in seeing what it's all about. Because yes, you're getting a lot of hype from YouTube videos, from different creators on YouTube, from Twitter as well. But once you start to create those things from like outside of your close group, where you start seeing Twitter Spaces and they see, oh, Matthew Perry's in this one. Why is he in this AMA? Let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what they're talking about there. Um, you know, your pop is in here. Let's see what they're talking about. And that's exactly what's actually happening with Shiba Burn. They're doing these AMAs, and people are noticing that, they're in this AMA, I'm in this AMA, and, a bunch of other people are in this AMA, well-known people, and that you start to see people come in and talk about what this is all about. But then some people will get confused and think that it's part of Shiba, which it would be great if they were a part of Shiba Inu, but I don't think they support burns at all, because if they did, they would try and find the best project outside of what they already have built. This is what they've been doing with everything, right? With NFTs, with all of these things. They've been finding companies that have been doing it great, or at least okay, for a while, and then they end up implementing them into their ecosystem in a way, or adding them to their ecosystem. And that's what we're hoping for this. When they start realizing that burns could be big, they add Shiba Burn into their ecosystem, because technically it's not saying they're already a part of it, but owning 6% of Shiba Burn really just gives you that head start, right? Understand that this ecosystem could be a lot bigger. You just need to grow. You just need to get thousands of holders. And you will get thousands of holders. I think what needs to happen is getting on other exchanges, which we need to talk about, is finding a way to get on to other exchanges, whether it's small exchanges or big exchanges. You need to find a way to get onto those exchanges, right? And even if you have to pay the money to get onto those exchanges, get on there, right? Because right now, making the moves onto coin market cap is great, and getting that information out there so people can watch them and understand what they're about. But also getting onto the exchanges would be amazing. So just so I'm clear, even if I connect my Ethereum wallet to say, oh, you're talking to somebody else. This token, it has great potential. I don't know how to say it. Uh, Aims at connecting the virtual world. And has anyone heard of it? I haven't heard of it, but I'll definitely check it out. Let's take a look. I don't see anything on it. If I don't see it on CoinMarketCap, I'm not gonna look up everything because I can't really give my full opinion on something unless I do a deep dive into it. And I feel like I'm shortchanging you and shortchanging a lot of people. So that's probably why people haven't heard of it because I'm not finding it on CoinMarketCap. Will Zelda list on any additional platforms? So right now they're on um, about 5 platforms, I think. You're looking at LBank, PancakeSwap, Bitmart, XT.com, Hotbit. I would imagine they're looking to add on to other exchanges as well, but it just takes time, right? And it takes money, right? Nobody has the money like ApeCoin does, where they can launch on every freaking platform in the matter of 1 week. The fact that they're on Webull is freaking insane, right? There have been like so many instances to where people are like, I can't wait for Shiba Inu to get on Webull, and it took them so long. But ApeCoin, because they make so much money from these damn NFTs, right? They can throw this money anywhere and get on 89 exchanges in a matter of a week. And probably majority of those exchanges in the matter of 1 day. So yes, I would imagine they're going to be looking into other platforms, and I've actually talked to them. They are looking into other platforms. It just costs money in order to do that, and you obviously need to continue with volume, which I think their volume is pretty decent. You're looking at about $1 million in volume in the last 24 hours. So you do see a decent amount of volume that goes through Zelda Inu um, on a daily basis, but you do need some growth potential within this position. My biggest question with NFTs are, can someone make an NFT of the same image you trace the original through the code, because you would hate not to be able to read the code and find out it was a copy. I mean, anybody can copy. You can create a copy NFT. Um, the issue is that you probably have your own ecosystem behind the original NFT, and that's really how you have that. So like, um, if I wanted to create an NFT out of this water bottle, somebody else can create an NFT out of this water bottle as well. If they created something separately and did that, they can definitely do it. It's just like using different pieces to stock images, right? If someone created it and didn't use any stock images at all, drew everything together, then it's hard to recreate that. I mean, you would have to literally just copy and paste and then make your own NFT. ApeCoin is hella bullish too. Yeah, I know. Map press release Shiba. How much did you buy 1 billion Dogelon Mars for? I bought 500 million for $300. Thanks, Matt. No problem. All right, so we got 200 people here. It is currently 8:45, and hopefully the weather is better today, because it was horrible weather yesterday. I'm not going outside, I don't think. I hate the cold, so if it's cold, I'm not leaving. Like Erica asked me yesterday, she was like, "Do you want to go like food shopping?" I was like, "You want to go food shopping today? It's 34 degrees. We'll do it tomorrow. It's going to be like 40, 45 at least. That's a little bit better." And I was tempted to say let's wait until Thursday when it's going to be 70, but I might end up golfing on Thursday. 13K subs. Yes, we are at 13K subs. I haven't refreshed it, so I'm afraid to refresh it, because if I do refresh it, 13,010. That's what we're looking at there. Let me Zelda Inu here. So yeah, I can't wait to see what Zelda Inu turns into, how big this ends up getting, how much I can gain in APY, how much you guys can gain in APY. But just again, be careful with that because of the fact that if you transfer it, you're getting a certain transfer tax that you have. I don't know if there's a sell tax. I'll have to look into that, but a transfer tax is definitely um, something that you have to look out for. So you just want to make more than 8% before you transfer it, I guess. Now, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter. As well as if you guys want to, stream isn't available. Why isn't the stream available? Give me a second. It says the stream isn't available, but I'm still streaming. Oh, it's probably because I switched my account. That's probably it. Yeah, I'm still seeing it. What is going on here? Let me delete all of these. Delete that one. Give me a second, guys. Just got to delete some stuff. Looks like we have some upcoming streams that I don't know why they're like, oh, it's because it wasn't working. You know what? Twitch wasn't working for a while. So let me get on Twitch because I think I'm live on Twitch right now and I'm not answering any questions. AMC might squeeze until Friday. I don't know. Bought YOLO calls. Yeah, there's a lot of people that bought calls or their calls are starting to print that they bought just recently, and that's amazing. I love it. I love it. I didn't buy any. I did have some, and it didn't really pan out well for me, at least. I love coin market cap, but frustrating. Slow to list. We are getting there. We have progress today for Shiba Burn. Well, that's amazing. Are you looking to start burning like every day, or are you going to continue to do like weekly or monthly burns, or add on to anybody else's burn? Like, do you want to reach out to maybe bigger entertainment because they have a burn coming up, April 15th or something, April something, like early April? Maybe you can be a part of their burn party as well. So then, you can be a part of just everybody's burn party and, create a big name for yourself and just turn this coin into something huge. Does AMP have potential? I've been doing my research on it. Would be possible to share your views on it. Thanks. So I did think AMP has a good bit of potential. It depends how much you're looking for it, right? I think with all of the dilution that they have in the future, getting up to, I think it's like 100 billion, close to 100 billion coins. And that's just an issue with me because you start seeing it at some of these low prices, and it's like, how far can it go? Getting up to a $1 billion market cap, and you have 100 billion there, you're really only looking at like 10 cents, right, of a price. And currently, you're looking at about 2 cents, 2 cents to 3 cents. And I think it could go a lot higher. Where it is now, short term, could go a lot higher. But with the dilution that comes up and the amount of coins that are out there, it's just not something that I'm as bullish on as something else. But you can see something where you can see like a 2x, 3x, probably even 4x. But a ton more than that, probably not. So if you're looking for long-term potential, no. Short-term potential, yes. The exchanges knew about ape before everyone else did. Yeah, they did. They didn't really have that many. The problem is that the people that had 150 million of those coins, right, that were given to people, a lot of them sold those coins to these exchanges, right? Sorry. Or wherever you're housing your NFTs, that's where it was basically sent. CRO is king. Also, underpriced. In 1 year, the price will be $2 or more. I think you're right. I'm definitely calling for $2 this year. Do y'all see the post that Wall Street bets of that dude? Dude's 35K GME option YOLO call printed 1.3 million. Crazy. That is amazing. I did not see that, but that's absolutely phenomenal. TRO yesterday hit critical mass. How many investors on what? How many investors on CDC, or how many people are holding it? I think they say it's like 400,000, but what I see on Etherscan is 200 like 80 something. We are making slow progress with bigger entertainment. They are engaging a bit with us. As for the burns, we are open to any suggestions. We will likely be monthly burns, whether just us or collaborating. Okay. Check out Shib Toro. And happy community with Docs devs. Zero buy tax ongoing for the next 6 days. So what is Shib Turo? So thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Let's check it out. I think I have checked this out before. So I can't figure out what the circulating supply or the max supply is. I would have to go in there. You do see $175,000 worth of volume. I don't know a lot of the detail behind it because you said there's no tax for the next 6 days. But will there be a tax in the future? Is that a large problem? Like, what is the underlying detail as to what this position does? Because there's 3,469 holders. I wish all of those 3,469 holders would just move over to Shiba Burn and just be a part of that community that does help out Shiba Inu, as well as increase the value of that coin and that investment. But there are a lot of holders over here. You have 49% that's in a dead wallet. You do have the liquidity pool there. You're on Hotbit. So multiple exchanges, I guess. So yeah, Hotbit, Uniswap, BXEX. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I mean, low volume right now. I don't see any other detail here, so it's not giving me all the detail as to what's in circulation and what's not. So I don't know. It doesn't give me much, but it's here. Bored Ape Yacht Club holders were able to claim 10,000 ApeCoin NFTs, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was 10,000 per NFT that they held. So if they held 2 NFTs, they get 20,000. If they wanted to sell it, they could sell it and then reinvest at the bottom. Those people aren't stupid. The people that are investing in these NFTs and gaining these coins. You see the fake slap at the Oscars? Did you notice in the comments people think that it was real? People aren't very bright. It definitely seemed real. I mean, if it was actually fake, like, Will wouldn't come out and he came out and apologized to Chris. I think there's something else there. I think there's a lot more there than just that joke. I think there was just a total amount of, like, I think people brought up like 2016. I think it was the Oscars 2016 when Chris hosted and came at Jada and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is because they still gave Will the Oscar, even though it wasn't really the best. Like, I know viewership was down, and then viewership was not down, and now people are all talking about the Oscars. So I don't know. I really don't know at this point. Anything could be fake, and they could find a way to, I just don't understand why. Maybe Chris Rock was paid a certain amount in order to do that. Because it kind of seems, I guess it kind of seems weird that he would have like kind of a monologue. Like, I understand that usually presenters have like, a quick thing that they say, but he was doing like another monologue type of thing where he's coming at the crowd. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It seemed real. I mean, they are actors, so I don't know. I don't know. I did a reaction video on it, which it's not monetized because the whole thing was taken by like ABC or something, which is cool. Fake situation, real slap. Because the fact that he like cursed, I mean, they bleeped it out. So I don't know. They literally cut the audio. And it's not like they bleeped it out, because if they just bleeped it out, then they knew it was coming and they were pushing for that. But they didn't even show all of the detail there. They literally just cut everything, right? So I don't know. Why was Will not being arrested? Because what's the name didn't press charges. Don't believe everything you see. I don't know. I don't know. Chris Chris going to fall until August. I got you. I got you on that one. That's funny. They bribed Chris Rock with 26% of SHIB Toro supply. Probably not. Probably not. Uh, actually get out of that. So it looks like the crypto market's up another 2% today. Seeing Bitcoin, I want to see that break 50K. If that could break 50K, we're definitely going to see continuation of this run. The apologies seem quite real. It's hard to do that in the heat of the moment. I just don't understand that. Will was laughing beforehand, and then he must have looked at Jada, and Jada was like, "No," and then he was like, "Oh, my attitude changed," and he was like, "All right, I'll deal with it." I saw all the memes. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Chris Rock always seems to do his own thing. He is a comedian. Will Smith, out of bounds. Any public display of violence is just unacceptable. He has issues. I mean, a lot of people were saying that his role in King Williams, uh, King Richard, sorry, King Williams, King Richard, um, was like getting to him. Like I know with a lot of these actors, when they have like, I guess, method acting or whatever, you get into this role and you can't get out of it. Like you have to like your mind gets into this role and you can't get out of it. The same thing with like um Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther. He apparently had to go to therapy because of everything that happened, and having his mind trained as like a trained killer type of thing, and it was not good. So he had to go to therapy to get his mindset out of that like rut, that evil mentality type of thing. So that's crazy that acting can do that to you, especially being in that role for such a long period of time. Matt, you can see the real thing on YouTube. Also, this goes back to 2016 when Chris Rock said something about his wife. Yeah, I know. That's what I was alluding to. But I don't understand. They're like they're like, why don't you have the same energy towards August? I mean, I don't understand. And they were saying in the comment section, they're like, Chris Rock could have destroyed Will Smith in a verbal level. That's like, why'd you slap me? Like, I didn't cheat on you. Like, that's he could have said something like that. Like, he could have destroyed Will Smith verbally at that point. But I think the more you say, the more violence you may have. So he handled it the right way, I think. But it just would have been funnier if Chris Rock would have just used his comedic talents like he's supposed to. Uh, yeah, Will did laugh at the joke, and when uh, he said that face on Jada, he had to do something. Yeah, exactly. I think it was real because of Chris Rock's reaction. He didn't know what to do or what to say, just froze. And yeah, I could see that. Your brain doesn't know you're acting, brother. Bullish on Chris Rock's jaw. Chris Rock is a bigger man. Yeah, I was watching Shannon Sharp talk about him, and I was just dying out laughing because he was like, I would have whooped Will Smith's ass. Like he would have. I was just laughing, and I watched it like 7 times. I would have whooped Will Smith's ass. I would have came up out that suit, you know. Oh man. All right, let's check my account. Let's see how things are moving. See if we have any positivity. Like I want to see. this account reached well over $30,000 because the highest it has reached without me pulling out money, because I have pulled out money. If I didn't pull out any money, this would be at like 45K. But since I keep pulling out money, it keeps going to $30,000. But I want to see this rise to the occasion and rise up well over $30,000, because currently I have 28 over here and I have 17 in um, what is this, crypto.com. I want all the memes of Will Smith with Shiba Inu head walking around with Chris Rock with Dogecoin head on it. I was gonna do a thumbnail with Will Smith, like, and it was gonna be Shiba Inu slapping like Dogecoin or something, but I didn't get to it. So yeah, I have $17,356 over on crypto.com right now, and I have $28,000 in Coinbase Pro, and then like $500 in Coinbase, and I have others in other platforms like 10,000. I think that amounts to probably like 10,000 or $12,000. Cancel Will Smith. Hitting Chris Rock is insane. Insane as hitting a woman. Yeah, I can tell you that I was listening to um, the Aladdin songs, and I didn't want to finish them. I don't know, like something in my brain was just like, I don't like, it's not that I don't like Will Smith. I like all of his movies. It's just something in my brain was just like, I lost respect for him. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I understand defending your wife, but this is a different level of defending your wife. After everything that they've been through, defending your wife is sitting there. That's pretty much it. Because it's just not what she has done to you, and you've done nothing to her. You've done nothing but defend her. And she has done nothing but try and hurt you, in my opinion. I don't see everything that goes on inside the relationship, but it seems like everything that he has done, she has hurt him in a big way, and he has been just trying to defend her and help her. And I don't like what he did, because I don't. I mean, yes, it's horrible to go through that stuff, but I don't think all the things that she did, that she deserves someone like that. You know what I mean? That will defend you. And that's just my opinion, but still, it's like I I don't know. You can cancel Will Smith because slapping Chris Rock is not a something that should have happened, but everything that Jada has done has that shouldn't have happened either. Can't even defend her from other dudes sleeping around with her. Yeah. What's the reason behind the increase of SHIB? We're seeing the market actually increase. So it's not just Shiba Inu that's increasing. A lot of times when you see Bitcoin increase, you're going to see, or Bitcoin or Ethereum increase, you're going to see altcoins start to run more. They run higher, right? Bitcoin increases by 50%. That's a large move, right? A large move. You know, it increases to, or 100%. It's a huge move. And then what you're going to see is other coins will increase by 200 and 500 and 1,000%, right? Willis said they have an open marriage. Oh, okay. They if they do have an they do have an open marriage. Why is he's getting so upset about all of this stuff? He has to say they have an open marriage, to remain with his image. Not believing their BS stories and uh about therapy. You sound like you read the Inquirer, bro. No, I just have to watch a lot of Michael B. Jordan because my wife loves Michael B. Jordan, like everybody else. So I've pretty much seen everything about him, and yeah, it's just it's definitely tough when you go through a lot of that stuff with acting. But I don't know if Will Smith was really going through that. I don't know how big the role is and how dedicated he had to be to that role. But I thought it was a good movie. Was Will still trying to grant wishes after Aladdin? Did he get out of that character? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I think it's more of like the dramatic roles, where you have to change your mindset. Like happy roles, all you have to do is make jokes. I think that's not difficult. Um, but then when you get into the dramatic and sad roles and more of a defender type roles, I guess that could be something that I've um I can definitely tell you that I know some actors that have gone through some stuff like that. They're not like popular actors or mainstream actors at all, but like people that act in just mini things, short series, things like that. And it's uh it's definitely difficult to get through that type of stuff. I can see it on their faces, and their whole demeanor changes, their whole attitude changes. It's like if you get locked into uh, a padded room for a week, your mindset's going to be completely different. You're going to be talking to yourself. It's just like that. If you're invested in Bitcoin, you probably shouldn't believe in uh, mainstream media. It's our economy. Shiba down again. Uh, is it probably because of the profit taking initiatives? Probably. You probably have people that are taking some profit, but I haven't checked out. Let's actually look at Shiba Inu really quick and see how many holders there are, because the holders have been dropping. The holders have been dropping. Let's look at. So the holders dropped a little bit more, but we're seeing about 65,000 holders that have dropped off since we were at our highs at 1.198 or 1.199. So yeah, you probably see people that are taking profit. Research the impact of the Joker role on actors. They awarded Kat Jenner Woman of the Year. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner. Yes. Um, if you read Will's books, you can see there. Will's books, you can see there where his actions come about. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is overrated and low key hates white people. What? I have not gotten that. I've not gotten that at all. That's funny. I have not gotten that at all. But that's hilarious. Don't breathe. For those who missed the FBI is now investigating the slap with Chris. They found fresh prints on Chris's face. Wait, what? Oh, got you. That's funny. That's funny. 175 people are watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We're close to the market opening, right? We want to see what the market's doing. Let's see what the stock market's doing. AMC is slightly up. We're seeing it actually start to increase in the latest hour. And we're seeing 1.49 million shares worth of volume go through in the pre-market, which is not horrible. It's not horrible at all. At on the highest days, we've seen 10 million, but yesterday I don't think we saw a lot of volume. We started seeing the volume come up as the day really went on. So we might see a continuation of that, and if we do, I will be excited, right? Because I love seeing growth, and I want to see it hit back up to these levels of 40, 50. I want to see it grow by 100%. That would be phenomenal. GameStop is slightly down in the pre-market, but it is making its way back up. Now down only 1.3%, 1.4%. You are seeing AMC that's really getting back up to the level of being up 1% now. So you're looking at 29.59. Is it going to be a point to where it resists at a level of 30, or does it break 30? Because this is definitely interesting as it is increasing and it's up 1.3%, almost 1.4%, right? We could definitely see a possibility of this breaking 30 before it even opens. It's now starting to come back down. You're seeing the high point of 1.3, 1.36%. So it's definitely pulling away from the 50 moving average a lot. Let's see. Can we see some positivity in ZOM, please? That's what I want to see. Is some positivity in ZOM. HYMC is up by 25%. You can see SoFi that's up by 0.5%. Mullen is up by 1.5%. You also see CRO I mean, that's not really a stock, that's a crypto, but it's still up by 2.9%. SOS is down by, you know, up, I guess, a fourth of a percent, 0.24%. You're also seeing Robinhood that's up by 3%. BBIG that's up by 2.69%. Let's see, AMC is now up by 1.7, or was 1.7, 1.6%. We're seeing this definitely make a move. Let's see if we can see that continue. I would imagine we're going to see a resistance before 30, but I would love to see it break 30 because it looks very, very strong right now. Very, very strong. Why is that so funny? Michael B. Jordan is not overrated and doesn't hate white people. Although if he did, could you blame him? What? You're funny. When Will smacked Chris, uh, it turned to Jada so much that she cheated on him. I don't know what that means. Um, but I don't understand why they didn't go back to. People said that it could be staged because they were already set up with all the cameras. Um, to say that he was coming up and set up with that camera to the side, and maybe they already had that camera. I don't know, and they just panned to it. I really don't know. But we are very close to breaking that $30 barrier. Can we break that $30 barrier? That will be insane. If we break it before. It looks like it's very strong. It is now at 30. Yep, $30. There we go. $30. It broke over it, and it's up 2.5%. Are we going to see a continuation of what we saw yesterday? Are we going to see a continuation of what we saw yesterday? Matt, I tripled on ZOM reducing costs significantly. I don't know what that means. We did break over $30, and now it's starting to resist a little bit. I hope we see more and more of this as the pre-market is going on, and we just see this absolutely skyrocket. It's inevitable that we will see a decrease because obviously you're getting overbought at this point. But with things that are squeezing and increasing in value because of the amount of holders that we have, and maybe some covering as well, yeah, this is gonna be pretty big. Do we got some more free stocks here? No, we don't. Uh, what's gonna happen if, let's say, SHIB gets adopted by at least 1 billion buyers? That's gonna be tough. If it gets adopted by 1 billion buyers, obviously you look at a way higher market cap than what you're seeing with something like Bitcoin. But I don't think that's gonna happen. What about Tonic? Buy or sell? I don't. I don't really like Tonic because of the top holders. The top 8 wallets hold 67% of the supply. But it looks like all of that supply is labeled, so you can take that for what it is. I know that crypto.com wouldn't really put it as a form of gaining interest on their main website if they didn't believe in it on their network. But maybe they're just pushing things that are on their network that are very popular. That could be a possibility as well. I don't think Michael B. Jordan's overrated. I would have to disagree with you. It took a while for me to get the Fresh Prince joke. I got the Fresh Prince joke right away. I just didn't probably read it right away. So we were definitely increasing, and I'm loving seeing this activity. GME is finding a way to increase as well. It's kind of pulling back now. Still down on the pre-market on the day. Um, but hopefully we see a continuation of this positivity and everything starts to run, right? My portfolio starts to look back to normal, look back to where it was, at $40 or so, and buying more and buying as much as I did over on Fidelity definitely increases the value of how much I have there, because I had it invested into some mutual funds, but I want to see this thing blow the hell up, all the way up to crazy numbers. And that's in my Roth IRA. So I'm not getting taxed on that anytime soon. Also, not collecting it anytime soon. But I don't want to. I want to be able to reinvest the money. Once you've traded a cycle correction difficult and screwed up again, however, you sell a dip, you're going to buy at the top and never win again. Yeah, it's very, very tough to break that cycle. I would agree with you. There's some instances to where you physically have to break the cycle by buying at every point. That's the only way that you can break the cycle. It's not about and never winning. It's about not selling at the bottom and starting to buy in at the bottom, right? If you have this cycle, like right now, I have a bunch of positions that are down. If I decide to sell my ZOM position, I guarantee in the next week it will increase, right? Not saying that what I have is way too much and a bunch of other people are going to say this is the time to get in or anything like that. No, it's just that's just how it goes, right? You start to get into that cycle where you're like, I can't take this any longer. I'm letting go of my position. You let go of that position and it starts to run and you lost a lot of money and you cannot break that cycle because you try and get back into that. And the point is that when you lose on a position and it goes against you and you sell and you get out at the bottom, don't get back into that position. Like, do not. Unless you see it back down to the level that you were at, do not get back into that position, right? That's just how it goes because you're starting to trade with emotion and trying to collect what you lost, from that emotion. I'm staking for the Jade Green card today, 4,000 in CRO. Yeah, I just did that recently, and I have my card that's being sent to me, which it reminds me, I had a message by one of the people at crypto.com. No, there's nothing else you could do for me. So yeah, I got the Jade Green card, and I'm excited. The card is issued. It's going to be sent to me. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to me, but I'm going to start putting everything on that card, all of my bills, and I'm going to have to top that card off, which sounds very weird. It sounds very weird. Let's pause for a second. Because you always have to top the card off every month in order to put in order to pay your bills, in order to put money on it. Let's just leave that as it is. I'm not going to say any more there. Matt, you're Philly biased on Michael B. Jordan. I'm not really, to tell you the truth. The only reason I'm biased is because I was forced to watch a lot of his stuff, and I do like a lot of his movies. Not gonna lie, I like a lot of his movies, and um, anything that has Michael B. Jordan in it that looks even remotely interesting, we watch it. Let's see. I'm not saying he don't make good. We're still talking about Michael B. Jordan. Let's leave it go. Loopring. Let's see what's happening with Loopring because right now AMC is still up to 29, almost to $30, and we're gonna see where that opens up. But let's look at the crypto market before things open up for the stock market. If you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 3,700 followers. I haven't really posted too much lately. I think I just retweeted this, but then uh, also talked about AMC 17 hours ago, as well as posting this article, which just I love the articles that mention me. Doesn't it seem amazing when you go into an article and it has your tweet and they tweet it out like you're someone important? They're like, Matthew Perry tweeted out, "Thank you, a big thank you to Shiba Burn ERC20 for making the largest community-led burn in history." And they say it like it's I'm someone important, like I have a check mark after my name, but I don't. And it's definitely I like it. I like it. I really do. But I don't know how many times that will happen. Right now, I think it's at a there's like 3 articles that I have, which I'm great. I'm grateful. Um, Lock him up. Are they talking about Will Smith? Probably. But anyways, what was I doing? Oh, the crypto market. Before the stock market does open, let's close this all down and let's see what my investments are doing. You said Loopring is running. Loopring is lower than where it was. It was at like 130, but it is at 127, and that's great to see that it is increasing in value. I love seeing it. It can go to a lot higher of a position. I currently have 1,375. I did invest in some Loopring here, which I have to change my account, or do I have to unlock it? Just unlock it. So $405. I invested $357. So I have increased in value here. And well, technically $357 as a whole. I believe I had this amount that was in here that was left over that I could not stake. Um, so or could not, yeah, could not stake into the pool. So, um, yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good there. Harvest Finance is up to 111. I want to see that go up to 200. I needs to hit 200 fast so I can collect whatever I want to collect there, which is around $6,000 ish, and keep a decent amount in there as well. Or or I can no, I would probably collect and then keep the rest that's in there. Um, Hey Matthew, what do you think will make you a millionaire? First CRO or SHIB? Um, that's a good question. That is a good question because I have more invested into CRO because I only have 5,000 invested into Shiba Inu. Um, I have 6,000, or sorry, I have 10,000 invested into CRO right now. So what's more likely to make me a millionaire? Um, in I would say investing more, you're more likely to become a millionaire first. However, Shiba Inu has so much that's unknown with it, and so does CRO. So it's tough. I'd probably say I'm already a millionaire on short term investments. Let's go with that. Um, so probably SHIB, I would say. Uh, CRO seems like they have everything together though, because if you invest, let's say you invest $10,000, I think you can get to $1 million with less money with Shiba Inu, but um, I think CRO will probably make you a millionaire faster if you decide to invest a little bit more money. So say if you put 40,000 into CRO, I think a 10x return up to $400,000 is not something that's unheard of. It's not something that I totally don't believe, or I do believe. Wait, what? I don't know what I'm saying. Turning $40,000 into $1 million or into $400,000, which could turn into $1 million, is definitely something that can happen um, very, very soon. 10x is not out of the question right now. It's not, because if you're investing $40,000, it turns into 400,000. 10x is not out of the question. If you invest a little bit more than that, maybe $100,000, I understand you're investing a lot of money in order to get to that point. Um, but you can easily turn that into $1 million with something like CRO. But also, if you invest $40,000 into Shiba Inu, you can collect a million, maybe you can easily collect a million, if not be worth um, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars by the end of it. So I've made 85,000 off SHIB and have 2 billion shares. Hope it goes up again. I think it will go up again. And you have 2 billion shares. It's amazing. I would love to have that much. I just keep throwing money into CRO. Maybe I should take the amount that I have right now in CRO and throw it into my DeFi wallet, which I'm going to do, and gain 12%, but then take $4,000 more and throw it into Shiba Inu. I'm gonna will you that could work. It could work. I mean, probably not. We have a 156 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, all that stuff. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Also on the Let It Burn channel, thank you guys for watching. If you want to become a member, remember memberships go towards burning off Shiba Inu. So the more members we have, the better this situation is and more that we can burn off. All right, so we're 3 minutes away from the market opening, and we're going to see what the stock market has to offer today. And hopefully it's something like crazy positive. The funny thing for this position, I invested in at 90 cents. So I'm way down on Polymath. I'm way down on Polymath. I should probably invest in more at this level of 50 cents. Did I invest? No, I invested in at 50 cents, 54 cents. I'm sorry. And it ended up going up to 90 cents. I ended up seeing about $2,000. And then it fell back down. So I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I thought I invested at 50 cents. Because I invested in that at the same time. I think Dogecoin, I invested in at 50 cents. And then that fell down quite a bit as well. And my Dogecoin is currently at 15 cents. Ren, though, I invested in at like 38 cents. So that's up since I bought. I should probably put more in there because that's only $100 worth. I have a rule where I want to hold $300 worth of everything. I should probably buy more. Not out of the question. Let's see. So yeah, we have about 1 minute until the market opens. So we'll keep this up. We'll keep the market up and see how things do start to run. Because currently we're over $30 for AMC. You know, it's up through 2.3, 2.4%. And let's see if it continues. Tesla's up another 1% in the pre-market, which is just crazy. Because if you would have got in at $700, you would have made a decent amount of money from it. You know? We're waiting for the market to open. It is currently 9:29. We are very close to, seeing things run. We have 1,000 shares worth of negative volume. We have a lot of buy volume that's coming in right now. Also, a lot of sell volume. This could possibly fall down pretty hard. I hope that it continues to run, but yeah, it could be something that actually bounces off the 200 EMA after falling hard. So look out for that. Even though we are seeing it decrease right now, it's down to 29.40, 20. We're starting to see some positivity. Starting to see a lot of buying strength. We have 9.4 million shares worth of volume so far in the first minute. In the first minute here, we're seeing 6.3 million shares worth of volume. A lot of sell volume that's going through, but a lot of volume nonetheless. We're hitting about 10 million shares worth of volume. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it bounce off of the 200 EMA. It passed the VWAP, but it always finds a way to go to the aggressive side, at least a little bit. Let's just see the positivity. Keep it going. Keep it running. That's what we need. Right there. That's the jump that we needed right there. Up to 30.50. Almost up to 31. Almost up to $31 here. Ooh. Comp is moving though. Yes, I do hold comp, and it's at like 140, I believe. Almost up to $31. Yep, broke $31. There we go. This is looking really, really good. It's looking so positive. 6% up, 6.5% up. Understand that we could still see a pullback. It's pulling very far away from the 200 or the 15 moving average. We could still see a little bit of a pullback. I hope we see a continuation, which we are. Let's go AMC. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of run that I am talking about here. 8% up on the day, almost like finding a way to push up to 9%. Let's go. What do you think about Sayatama Inu? Um, I've looked into it. I've held it. I only hold 60K CRO. Held 600 million SHIB. You hold 60K CRO, that's $30,000. You might as well add the other $10,000 and just stake it for 3 months and get the large percentages and also the card with all the benefits for that card. Yeah, I mean it's well worth it. As a fellow bearded man myself, what length of beard is too long of a beard and what length is too short? It's no longer considered a beard. So I try and go with like a I don't know, maybe let's say maybe like a 2 to 3 inch length, but it just has to it has to fill in. Whatever's enough to have it just fill in, because sometimes you have patches. Like I have patches a lot. It's to call me Patches O'Houlihan. Um, no, I have patches a lot, so I just like it to fill in. So enough that it's thick enough to fill in, but not too much that it's covering your neck. I don't think when it's covering your neck, it's something that looks good in my opinion. You have to cut it off somewhere around here so it's not covering your neck so you can see that you have one, and then it looks good. And that's my opinion of having a beard. But you do have to shape it up quite often. And my brother cuts my hair, but I don't. I always feel bad just continuing to ask. $32, guys. We're up 10%, another 10% right now, almost 11%. This is looking so bullish, so amazing, and I'm freaking loving it. I'm absolutely loving this. Right, that looks so amazing. My current account value is back up to $37,000 now. So if I wanted to day trade, I could day trade if I actually had some free money, which I do have to sell my AR position actually. I think I hold two of it. Yeah, I do want to sell that position. I think I still have my, yeah, still have my keyboard shortcuts. That's good to see. That's really good to see. I can't sell my Tesla position though. It won't let me. I could sell this. These are free stocks that I was receiving from Weeble. And sometimes I keep them, which I have gained a little bit out of those positions. But one thing I can't sell is my Tesla position, which I hold a very small amount because they gave me Tesla, but I can't sell it. That makes no sense whatsoever. You can't sell partial shares. You have no positions for Tesla. That's just weird. They also gave me Shiba Inu, which I think that's going to be the last bit of Shiba Inu that I hold. Um, and see where that ends up going. I don't know where AMC is, if it has pulled back a little bit. Yes, it has. It's down to 32. Is it going to bounce off the VWAP or is it going to it surpass the VWAP? So is the oh yeah, because the VWAP is over the 200 or the 15 moving average, so that makes sense. Looks like we're seeing a little positivity around the VWAP though. Definitely a great point. If I sell, it will go up. We all have our philosophies. Wow, it's running. Yes, almost even on my AMC. Yeah, I'm up on my AMC now by $4,000. That's where my total P&L is now because I finally got back over my break-even point. But it's slowly decreasing down. You can see that it's going to hit the 15 moving average. Is it going to surpass it and go to the 200 EMA? It's definitely possible. They could be shorting this thing down to lower levels. Obviously, we see the amount that they're shorting. Let me bring up chart exchange data to see what the shorts were yesterday. Even with a 200 million in volume, I want to see what the total volume in shorts were going through. So on 191 million shares worth of volume, right? 191 million shares worth of volume. Guess what percentage was short? Take a guess. Let's see if you guessed right here. Because if you guessed right, it's 58%. 110 million shorted shares yesterday. It's crazy. Matt, what do I do for a living? So I actually invest. I'm now a online financial consultant, is what I say, because I don't have a 9 to 5. I was a senior financial analyst and an accountant for a long period of time. I had 4 degrees, which I feel like weren't a waste of time, but they were a waste of money. Um, I liked what I got from those degrees and how it got me to this level, but the last degree that I had, the last degree that I got was a waste of money, right? Yes, I did receive a pay increase for going to get my MBA and actually receiving my MBA and all of that stuff, but um, I left the job, so which I can't talk about yet. I do want to create a video talking about how I left um, my job paying me a lot of money for YouTube because those tend to get a lot of views and bring in some people as well. Let's see. Let's go back. Someone said that. Yes, Compound is definitely running at 144. Someone talked about that. Yeah, now we're starting to see this decrease again to the 200 EMA. It's a very strong support line. Usually, um, you can see that right now it has decreased. Did it halt? What's going on here? It halted because of the movement? Oh, yeah, it halted. AMC halt and GME halt. Everything fell down. Look at the shorts. Like, that's just crazy. Like, we see what they're doing. Like, do they understand? Like, we see what they're doing? I don't know if they understand that. Going to steal so much money from people who believe in their TV. CRO is massive and hasn't even begun yet. Made 32K in December on CRO. That's phenomenal. I bought a Safe Moon sweatshirt for $100. Thanks, Dave Portnoy, for buying the top. I have 42K of Dave's money. AMC trading has been halted. Yes. I need more CRO and SHIB. Going to get more soon. Got to get that money. Yes. Yes. I agree. So yeah, GME has fallen below the 200 EMA line. It looks like AMC has kind of resisted or has a support level of that 200 EMA line because you're starting to see that green. You could see a continuation of the negativity, which is definitely possible. And if we do, I'm all for seeing opportunities, obviously, for people to load their bags in a big way. The volatility is crazy. To go from being up 10% to being down 0.89% shows exactly what they're doing. They still short it. And again, I showed you guys, I showed you exactly what we see within a lot of this information here. So if I go back here, you're going to see they still short it. Even though we see a massive positive day, the reason why it wasn't as positive as it should have been is because 110 million shorted shares went through. Now, this is not necessarily saying that they're holding 110 million. This is about the fact that they are shorting 110 million shares. So let's say 1,000 shares, they short it. They end up seeing people react to that. They get out, they cover that position, then they reshort again, right? So they're continuing to short and just decrease this position or try and decrease this position and create fear because they know what's going to happen. They absolutely blow up. Now Nick Cannon, he doesn't like what? Come on now. Matt, how do I get in touch with you for a one-on-one? So I usually do one-on-ones through my Patreon. I have a level of one-on-ones if you want to talk about anything, related to YouTube, related to investing, related to all of that. But usually, like, I'll only put aside that time, and the one-on-one Patreon level is a $50 level. So if you want to do it over one time, you can. If you want to do it month after month, we can always do it. Um, uh, it's just while we spend that 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it takes up a lot of time to where I can upload and create different content and also respond to, the Discord group and all that stuff. So it takes away from my time a lot. So that's why I usually value my time at a lot more. But I also include a lot of stuff within um, the Patreon. So it's usually a half an hour, but we can go, 40 minutes. Sometimes we go over if there's something important that needs to be said. So yeah, it's through my Patreon, a financial freedom level. If you want to reach out to me on Discord, if you do become a financially free member, and we can definitely schedule that meeting. Not gonna lie, I never got into AMC and GameStop war because you guys inspired me to get into crypto and and maybe one day into stocks. So thanks. Yeah, no problem. I mean, crypto is great. Stock market is great as well. Um, I think crypto just has more potential to run. And that's why I'm always heavy on crypto and the stock market wasn't moving. So most people were looking to get into the next best thing, and it was cryptocurrency, right? It's crazy to see GME and AMC go from being up to being down. Like AMC especially being up 10 or 11% to being down 1 or 1.5% is insane. That is an insane type of movement. A screenshot just got posted on Superstock showing uh, a ask price for GME at 448 K and AMC at 600K. But they won't let you sell. Yeah, I know. Your dedication towards Shiba Inu burn is inspiring. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. With bids of 2 cents and and 10 cents. That's funny. Yeah, it's crazy to see that this is down this much after being up so much. Look at the volume that goes through. 39 million shares worth of volume within the first 15 minutes is insane. 40 million shares worth of volume. And we're finding a way to get back up to break even, if not breaking that level. They want to continue to short it. We continue to buy. They continue to cover. That obviously increases the price as well. So whether you like it or not, we're going to find a way to get back up to where we were. And it's getting back up to hopefully $30 and can break the levels that it once was at of $34. All right, guys. I guess I have to get out of here. Things are moving in the right way. I love what I'm seeing with AMC. Um, I love what I'm seeing with crypto right now. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. If you guys want to become a member over on the Let It Burn channel, please do so. We're looking to gain as many members as we can and, just up the amount of people that are added or that are contributing to the burns in a big way. So, guys, Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. We're hoping to see some positivity in AMC, in GME, in so many different crypto positions, and take some profits as you see a lot of gains. Don't be afraid to take profits. I'm not saying you take all of your profits, but don't be afraid to take some profits. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck to everybody with their investments today.